My name is M.A.M.Z and I make weird music. And today we are gonna plug this electric sitar into a fuzz face. The fuzz face is one of the earliest drive pedals built back in the mid to late 60s. It was used by many of my guitar heroes like Eric Clapton, George Harrison, Jimi Hendrix, David Gilmour, and many other legendary guitarists. And it sounds like this. But today, I'm going to use it with this. This is my cheap electric sitar that I purchased about 10 years ago on a whim. Acoustically, it's not very good compared to other sitars. It's got some fret buzzes, the sustains are not too good, the thorough strings or the sympathetic resonance strings were always a mess, so I got them all removed. However, when it comes to its sound when plugged in, it's still not good. It's probably got some low quality piezo pickups inside the body which is inaccessible. There are no screws or anything to access them, so if I wanted to have it changed, the luthier would have to cut open the sitar. The output is very low on it and is also somewhat microphonic.
Hello, can you hear me?
But perhaps the fuzz face will make it sound good. I have plugged it straight into my Focusrite Scarlett 2i2 first gen interface and into Ableton. Inside Ableton, I have loaded an instance of the VST Amplitube which has all the pedals and amps that I could ever need. And it also includes two different types of fuzz faces. I don't know what the differences between the two are, but I will choose this one because I think the red color looks good. After that, it goes straight into my Fender Princeton Reverb amp with all the controls set at noon. No reverb or tremolo. And this is how it sounds without the fuzz pedal on. And now we're gonna turn on the pedal and see how it sounds at different levels of gain, or as it says on the pedal, different levels of fuzz. The volume knob on the pedal I think is just an output volume and it won't have an effect on the sound, so I will just set it and leave it. Firstly, at minimum gain. So over here, I have a feeling that it's more like a volume boost because the gain is at 0, the fuzz is at 0. So I think it's just a volume boost, or maybe there's a very light, very light hint of drive when I play the chords. Now with the gain at 10 o'clock. Over here there is a little bit more gain and the chords are definitely distorted by this point. There's some overdrive in the chords. It's still not heavily gained, but the melody strings still sounds like cleanish to me. Now let's go at 12 o'clock gain. At this point, the chord is extremely distorted. It almost sounds like a guitar power chord here. or guitar minor chord here. But I would say the melody string is still pretty fairly cleanish. Maybe a light hint of overdrive here. As I said, the outputs on this is very low, so it takes a lot of gain for this to overdrive. Now we are at 2 o'clock gain, and let's see how this goes. So definitely there's a lot more gain over here, and I think it's kind of hard to really say, but I think it's overdriven like a tube screamer. And also probably my mic is picking up the sitar sound a little bit, so there's also I can also hear the acoustic sound plus the acoustic sound of the body, because it's not a fully solid body, it's a hollow body of this size, as you can see. You're hearing the microphonic sound and the cable phonic sound. Okay, so now let's go all in to the maximum fuzz. The knob on this pedal has a somewhat confusing layout because it goes from somewhere around 7 o'clock right up to like 5 or 4 o'clock. That is the max of this pedal. So let's go. Let's see if we can go. Let's try to play something else. Let's improvise. We also need a wah pedal for that, but today we are only doing the first pedal. Maybe we'll do some other pedals. So, my final reactions to this, of course, I would be lying if I said this is the first time I've done it, because I do use a lot of drives on the Electric Sitar and keep using a lot of effect pedals and high gain amps on the Electric Sitar. But just to give an idea of what I felt today is like, it needs a lot of gain, and sometimes it's kind of really hard to say whether it's overdriven or not. But in the context of a mix and in the context of a song, I guess it's much more obvious, and then you're not thinking about that when you're recording a song. But today when I was just isolatedly listening to it, like, so it was only very, very obvious, maybe right at the maximum gain, that it was overdriven. But that's my reactions of the Fuzz Face. Anyways, back to the scripted part of the song. I have made a song using the final setting at maximum gain and also using the guitar at the same exact settings for comparison. Since I have used software emulations and VSTs of the pedals, I know some of you may complain that I'm not using real hardware pedals. So, to compensate for that, all the other instruments I have recorded with what I'm calling my dollar setup that's here off camera. It's not much, just a Casio toy keyboard with a Zoom Multi-FX pedal recorded into Ableton. Of course, on Ableton I did add other VST effects inside it, but besides the guitar and the sitar, all the other sounds are from that rig. The song is a simple jazz form song with a head in C Locrian and then a solo for the sitar, the Casio toy keyboard and the electric guitar. And this is how it sounds. Welcome back! Did you like the song? Did you like the song? Did you like the song? Because if you did, then you should subscribe! I do wish to make more videos of this format by plugging my electric sitar or even other instruments into different VST effects and VST pedals and amps. Let me know in the comments below what other pedals or amps would you like me to try out with the electric sitar. I do love to make such weird combinations of gear and genres. And another friend of mine who does these kind of weird experiments and mashes different genres together is Witchy. My favorite song of his is called 2 Hour Banger. It was done featuring another friend of ours, Scully, and as the name implies, it was made in about 2 or 3 hours. It is a weird combination of hip-hop, electronica, and guitars. The link will be on the cards as well as in the description below. Please do go and listen to it and all his other songs as well. Speaking of other music, I have recently released my first ever solo album, Small Town Boy, on all major streaming platforms. It's on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Geo7, Amazon Music. Is it on Amazon Music yet? I'm not sure. But it's definitely there on Bandcamp, which is also where all my other music is. Please do go and listen to it. And if you would like to have some sitar in your own music, I also have a sitar sample pack without any fuzz on it. But you can add it if you like. And then, stay untuned. Okay, bye.
I made the song in 2 hours, using my last final powers, giving a shit about the mixing. Let's all start randomly twitching. I create lyrics like a brew by witches. Duck the music, it's all about the fame and the